Fifil Lentai Alpha this my Stasi for you Alo Samoa. No introduction at all. I don't have to tell you about himself. Yeah, law for yeah, or your ambassador. Men's Health Week Oscar Kightley. Sir, Fafte Telemonte Lentai Oscar. My Lord say for Maria.
Malo, soy for Malo Langi Mama. Thank you for having me on the best radio station in the country in New Zealand, Radio Samoa.
Yeah, and how are you, brother?
Good actually.
Yeah,
Men's Health Week has come along, and
yeah.
I've already had my flu shots,
Good.
so I'm not. I haven't got the flu yet, and there's a big COVID thing at the moment, so I'm just staying home a lot and trying to not be sick.
Yeah. Okay. So Molo Sunga Oscar Guidely, ambassador of Men's Health Week. What does it mean to be an ambassador of Men's Health Week, and how long have you been involved?
Oh, all it means is that you talk about men's health. It's 1 week in June every year.
Yeah.
Health is one of the things that men, whether you're Samoan, Pasifika, anyone, it's not something we think about a lot. So we have this week. I've been involved the last few years, and it just involves talking to people and helping have conversations about men's health and why we need to be better about it.
Mm. Okay, last week, sa Filipo Kalamanisi tangata sa Momal Pacific, and they said health is wealth. Do you agree with that, Oscar?
Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
You think about all the times
Yeah.
that you think about the times that you're not feeling the best, or you're stuck in hospital, or you're laid
Yeah.
up, or you can't work, you can't go to work, or you have to look after family members who
Yeah.
are ill, and you realize that just the simple pleasure of being able to go, even to walk to the shop and back again,
Yeah.
is something that we take for granted. Our community, that they say that we live 10 years shorter than everyone else in this country, which
Yeah.
is pretty shocking, really, to think
Right.
that just by being Samoan,
Mm.
you're going to live 10 years shorter
Yeah.
than, say, a Barangi, and
Yeah.
that's, there's lots of health inequities that affect us. And
Yeah.
as Samoan men, we really need to pick up our game for ourselves and for
Yeah.
our families and for our community.
Yeah. Look after ourselves. Yeah. Okay, Lele, let's talk about this week. Yeah. So, what exactly
Yeah.
is Men's Health Week, Oscar?
Oh, that's pretty much it. It's just 1 week in June where we have conversations. We get the news out. You've already had David Tua, the legend, on your show, so it's just
Yeah.
encouraging men to talk about health. It's something that we don't talk about because society conditions us
Yeah.
to be the providers, and we have to be the strong people. Um, it's something that we neglect because we always put ourselves last. So Men's Health Week is all about just 1 week in the year where we talk about maybe putting our health first, because, yeah,
Okay, Oscar, let me ask you, what do you think are the hardest health issues that men keep to themselves?
everything,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think I think there's a few reasons. I mean, just going to the doctor. There's lots of reasons why we don't go to the doctor, but one of the reasons is even if we think something is wrong with us, we don't want to know. So even if you think you've got chest pains or something going on in your body,
Yeah.
or you're not feeling 100%, or you're not as energetic, um, it's just every Men's Health Week isn't about, starting fitness programs. It's just about doing little things for yourself,
Mm.
going to your GP, getting a check, getting a blood test, making sure you move every day.
Yeah.
Apparently, after in our culture, after the biggest meal of the day, it's traditional to sit down on the couch,
Yeah.
watch TV, or have a nap.
Yeah.
When actually the best thing you can do after your big meal of the day is
Yeah.
go for a 12-minute walk. It
Mm.
helps with your digestion.
Yeah.
Just around the block, just a
Yeah.
little thing. You finished eating, and instead
Yeah.
of going to sleep or relaxing,
Yeah.
just go for a little walk. Just something little, small steps
Yeah.
like that. It's so beneficial for your health.
Excellent, Oscar. Ma lo lava faaf tai. Now, do you think Polynesian men find it difficult to express themselves, and why do you think that, Oscar?
I do. I think
Yeah,
when I think of me and some of my friends, I find we find it easier to express ourselves after we've had a few drinks,
yeah,
or
yeah,
or maybe when we're discussing the Blues,
yeah, yeah,
or talking about a sports game.
yeah,
Um, but actually, it's so traditional for us to say when someone says, "Are you all right? How are you?" We just automatically the answer is, "Yeah, I'm good."
yeah, yeah.
When actually maybe you're not good.
Mm.
So yeah, this is really a time for guys, Samoan, Tongan, whoever,
Yeah,
to think to really be honest with yourself. And like I said, I think part of the reason we don't go to the doctor sometimes is because we don't want to know,
yeah, yeah,
even if we feel it.
yeah.
So
Mm.
it's just about being brave and realizing that the more you look after yourself and the better your health is, the better you can be for your family, for your
Yeah,
friends, for your community.
yeah. Excellent. Ma nea, ma lo faaf tai, Oscar. So, where can men find help, Oscar?
I think men can find help from each other.
Yes, yes,
It would be
yes.
nice to
Yeah,
talk to, just
yeah,
next time you're talking to your also say,
yeah.
"Hey, brother, how's your health been? I know
Mm.
you had some things going on last year. How is it now?" Little things like that. Um, there's also the website menshealthweek.co.nz, and they have little surveys you can do. If you're still too shy to talk to someone else, or
Yeah,
talk to your doctor, or talk to your partner,
yeah.
or even talk to your children, there's this website, menshealthweek.co.nz, and they've got like quiz surveys and things where you can kind of get a baseline check for yourself.
Yeah, yeah,
But the real thing is, it's not about going to websites for help. It's about actually thinking about your own self, your own
yeah,
body,
yeah.
what you think you need, especially when you reach a certain age.
Mm,
Prostate health is really important.
yeah,
And it's not. I had a friend who, sorry to talk about this on the radio, but
yeah,
I had a friend recently.
yeah,
He noticed, for a few years he was working really hard, and he noticed every time he went to the toilet, there was blood, and
yeah,
he
yeah.
didn't think to himself, "Oh, that looks serious. I think I'll go to the doctor."
Mm, 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 mm.
And he didn't do anything about it until one day he collapsed. And if it wasn't for his wife being there and calling
Yeah,
the ambulance,
mm,
who knows what would have happened? But
yeah,
the as it turned out, he had cancer,
yeah. Oh,
and it had spread too much. But if he'd done just a little thing like, "Oh, that doesn't look quite right. I think I'll
mm,
talk to my wife about it and ask her opinion, or
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
ask my doctor."
mm,
So it's those little things, and
yeah,
it's not about asking Balangis for help or going to websites. It really is about thinking about yourself
yeah.
and really being honest with yourself. And even if you feel fine, just go to the doctor and have a
Yes,
checkup.
yes,
Just have a checkup, have blood tests, see see
yes.
see what it looks like.
Mm.
Yeah.
Manaya, Manaya, Malov of Tai. That's excellent, Oscar. Lele, one more thing. Yesterday, David Tua was saying one special thing about Men's Health Week is head, heart, and hands. I think that's what he said. What's the connection of these three? Head,
I
heart,
don't,
and hands.
I don't know. I just
Yeah,
know with David Toy, every
yeah.
time his hands hit your head, it was almost like your heart stopped. I'm not sure what the context is
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
David is speaking.
Yeah.
He's obviously a better ambassador than me, I think.
Yeah.
But look after your health. Look,
Yes, yes,
use your head,
yes.
um, and
Yeah,
use your hands to pick up the phone
yeah,
and ask for help.
yeah.
Just to make an appointment. And it's so hard because sometimes we're working one or two jobs. Sometimes we don't have time to look after ourselves.
Yes.
A lot of men I talk to, they don't see their kids in the morning. They get home late when their kids are asleep.
Yeah.
The last thing they think about is their house. But actually, if they're living that lifestyle every day, week after week, month after month, year
Yeah.
after year, eventually
Mm.
it's all going to tell. And, I just think the best thing you can do for your family, for
Yeah.
the people you love, is to look after yourself.
Excellent. Mana. Lele, so before I let you go, Oscar, whaftai tele lava mole nei tai au. You know, tātou ta mā o lo whaafonga mai, our Samoan fathers and tama fo'i o lo whaafonga mai nei tai au. Some of them really appreciate love soswani male. But, you know, for those more nisi e whangataona, you know, share, as you said before, they're shy, e whaasoale, atulango i lato. What's your advice for them? Whamon mode?
It's hard. I'm the same.
Yeah.
I absolutely understand. I'm guilty myself many times over the years of leaving things too late, and then by the time something happens, I have to go to the A&E clinic,
Yeah.
which is more expensive than a doctor. So
Yeah.
I know it's hard, and I don't know. Maybe one thing to do is to pray about it,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
at least if you're praying, you're listening to yourself
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm.
if you feel like you can't share with someone else, share with God, and maybe in that process
Yes.
you'll listen to yourself, and and be aware, and maybe God will give you the answers. But
Beautiful.
I know it's hard, especially in our culture, especially the way life
Yeah.
is. There's so many demands on us.
Yeah.
We don't get
Mm.
a lot of spare time. We don't often get even a week's holiday, so
Yeah.
it's not easy.
Yeah.
But the important thing is to remember, that you're no good to anyone else if you're no good to yourself. So it's
Yeah.
actually we find it hard to put ourselves first,
Yeah.
but you really have to realize that, it's like on the plane when they say, do your own mask first before you do the
Yeah.
kids.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
It's
Mm.
so important. And it's just that cultural thing of we're always there for everyone else, our parents, our grandparents, our family,
Mm.
our inga, the church. But you can't do any of that if you're not healthy yourself. So actually take some time, be a little bit selfish. And as I say, if you have trouble talking to someone else, then talk to God, and then maybe you'll listen to yourself at the same time.
Amen. Amen. Oscar Kightley, once again, whawhatai tele lava, thank you so much. Whasoa mai, lo said fear foi. And we have to look after ourselves and support our usos, Oscar.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's really scary. It's
Yeah.
it's you know I it's a statistic that I repeated before, but when you think about it, it's pretty shocking. Just because we're Samoan,
Yeah.
we the statistics tell us that we will live 10 years less
Yeah. Mm.
than our Balangi brothers,
Yeah.
and that's shocking, and
Yeah.
it shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
And especially when we live in a country like New Zealand,
Yeah.
which which does struggle sometimes, but there's no excuse
Yeah.
for that. And you think about those 10 years of life that you could do, and instead of affecting it, with diabetes or something or
Yeah.
whatever, listen to the doctor. Be
Yeah.
your best advocate when you go to the doctor. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
be the be your best friend, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Sometimes I know it's not easy even to talk to our own friends and family. So
Yeah.
this is a time when you really have to be brave and be your own best friend for a second.
Excellent. Sir, whawhatai tele lava mo nei tai au.
Whaftai mo le avanoa.
Mo nei nasa,
Whaftai,
Oscar.
Muera.
Thank you so much.